Hi and welcome. Today we are going to take a look at all rares, double rares and triple rares I want to cover from Divine Dragon Caper. I was going to do all the triple rares in one video, all the double rares in one video, and of course all the rares in one video as well. But I decided to combine them because there were so few double rares and triple rares and rares I wanted to cover, so I decided covering them in one video would be a lot better than covering them in 3 different videos. But hopefully you will enjoy this, and let's get into the first card, and yeah, let's look at the first card. And the first card we're gonna talk about is Dudley Shears Linda. This card has amazing artwork. I really like the artwork on this card because it has fireworks going on in background, and I really enjoy that. So this artwork is super adorable and super cute, just like I like my perfect cards. So it's a normal unit, grade 1 boost, 6000 power, 1 critical, 0 shield, Spike Brothers Succubus. The flavor text of this card is, "Let's go, show your Dudley spirit." Okay, I will do. This is a Sentinel, of course, and it has the effect of Auto Soul Blast 2, cards with Dudley in its card name. When this unit is placed in GC from your hand, you may pay the cost, and if you do, reveal 7 cards from the top of your deck, call all of the cards with Dudley in its card name from among them to GC, and they get shield plus 5000 until the end of battle, and put the rest into your soul. I kinda like this card. I'm gonna tell you why. Number 1, you only Soul Blast 2. So that's not too expensive. But it has to be 2 cards with Dudley in its card name. So you have to Soul Blast 2 cards with Dudley in its card name. So you probably have to run this card in a Dudley deck. I'm just saying. You will probably not want to run it in anything else. And when this unit is placed in GC from your hand, you pay the cost. And then you reveal the 7 cards from the top of your deck. You call all cards with Dudley in its card name from among them. And they all get plus 5k. Really good in my opinion. Because that can be really effective. Until the end of battle, of course. And the rest of the cards that are not Dudley goes back into your soul. So they don't go to your drop zone, they go back into your soul, so you can build up your soul for other things if you want to use other effects or abilities. I think this card has a lot of potential. Dudley Shears Linda is definitely a good card, and I think this card might be actually pretty good. You have to run it in a Dudley deck, so yeah, that's probably the biggest minus of it. But I think the whole looking at 7 cards and all the Dudley cards among them get 5k and the non-Dudley cards go into your soul. I think this card has potential. But please tell me what you think about this card, and let's go to the next one. And the next card we're gonna talk about is Abyssal Owl. This card has amazing artwork, by the way. I love the artwork, it's incredible. It looks really scary and badass. So yeah, it looks like Hedwig in Harry Potter just got an upgrade. I'm just saying. It's a normal unit, grade 1 boost, 7000 power, 1 critical, 5000 shield, Shadow Paladin High Beast. Be relieved, it will hunt down all enemies of the night sky. Okay. And it has the ability Auto. When this unit is placed on RC from your hand, look at the 7 cards from the top of your deck, search for up to 1 card with Luard in its card name and reveal it, put it to your hand and shuffle your deck. So the first part of the effect is really good in my opinion, because when you place this on RC from your hand, you look at the top 7 card, and then you search for 1 card with Luard in its card name from among them, reveal it, and put it into your hand. Pretty simple. Search power. If you put a card into your hand, choose one or... if you put a card into your hand, choose 1 or more cards with the sum of their grades being 3 or greater from your hand, and discard them. So, if you do put a card into your hand, you have to choose 1 or more cards with the sum of their grades being 3 or greater and discard them. So you have to discard cards, which is not necessarily bad because Ritual requires you to have grade 1 cards in your drop zone. So if you have a lot of grade 1s in your hand, you can just drop them to your drop zone and you will get to Ritual 3 way faster. So this is not necessarily bad. It's not necessarily bad to discard cards with their sum grade being 3 or greater. That's not necessarily a bad thing. I'm just saying, discarding is not always bad. And of course it has Auto Ritual 3. Active if there are 3 or more grade 1 cards in your drop zone. When this unit is retired from RC for the cost or effect of your card with Luard in its card name, counter charge 1. This card is included for the number of ritual. I actually do kind of like this. I mean, the ritual ability is pretty sweet because when this unit is retired from RC for the cost or effect of a card with Luard in its card name, you just counter charge 1. This card is included for the number of ritual. So I think that means that if you have 2 cards, say that you have 2 grade 1s in your drop zone and this is on your side of the field, this card will still be counted in that. So say that you only have 2 grade 1s in your drop zone. You don't have 3, but you have this card. And then you retire this card to your drop zone, it will still be counted. It will still be included for the number of the ritual. So that's pretty sweet. I think that's how it works. Like, you can still use the ability even though you have 2 grade 1s in your graveyard, in your drop zone. You can still use the ability of retiring this because this is included in the ritual. So I like this card. I like this card a lot. I think this card has a lot of potential. Just the first ability of searching for Luard is pretty sweet. And then, of course, you have to discard cards with their sum grades being 3 or greater. But it's not necessarily a bad thing in this deck. And then, of course, its Ritual 3 ability is not bad either. Because if this, when this unit is retired for the cost of a Luard, for a card effect, for a monster with Luard... When this unit is retired from RC for the cost of an effect of a card with Luard in its card name, you just counter charge 1, and this card is included in the ritual, so it's not necessarily bad in that way either. But please tell me what you think about this card. I think this card is amazing. I'm definitely going to run 4 copies of this card in my ritual deck. I think this card is really, really good. But please tell me what you think, and let's go to the next one. And the next card is Enticing Mage Ildona. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. This card has amazing artwork, as always. Really incredible looking. He looks kind of badass. So, Enticing Mage Ildona is a normal unit, grade 3, twin drive, 11,000 power, Shadow Paladin elf. The flavor text has not been translated, but the effect has. Auto VC, Generation Break 1, Ritual 3. Choose 2 of your rear guards and retire them. When this unit attacks a vanguard, you may pay the cost. So when this unit attacks a vanguard, you may pay the cost. It doesn't have to hit the vanguard. That's really good. If you do, draw 2 cards. And this unit gets power plus 3,000 until the end of battle. Okay, that's pretty good. Auto, Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1. When this unit is placed on VC, you may pay the cost. If you do, look at 5 cards from the top of your deck, search for up to 1 card with the ritual ability from among them, reveal it, and put it into your hand and shuffle your deck. I like this card. Enticing Mage Ildona is really, really good. Amazing artwork. But what I do like about this card is that you can choose 2 rear guards and retire them when this unit attacks a vanguard. And it doesn't have to hit. It only says when this unit attacks a vanguard. It doesn't have to hit it. You can pay that cost. And then you can draw 2 cards. And this card gets plus 3,000 till the end of battle. So you get a lot of draw power and 3,000. And if that was not enough, this has an auto ability where you Counterblast and Soul Blast 1. So when this unit is placed on VC, you pay that cost, and then you look at the top 5 cards from your deck, and then you search for 1 card with the ritual ability among them and reveal it and put it into your hand. So that's just search power from the Vanguard position. I think this card is really solid. This card is definitely... I'm going to run this one as one of my grade 3s. I'm definitely sure about that, because you have to run 4 copies of this as your grade 3, because... why not? I mean, it has literally 2 good effects. The first effect is solid. Just draw 2 cards and get 3k for retiring 2 of your rear guards. And your attack doesn't even have to hit. It just have to attack. That's incredible. And then you can look at the top 5 cards in your hand and just search for 1 card with a ritual ability among them. And you can basically add it to your hand if this is... you only have to Counterblast 1 and Soul Blast 1. So it's not too expensive in that way either. But please tell me what you think about this card. I think this card is insane. I think this card is definitely a good one. But please tell me what you think, and let's go to the next one. And the next card is Black Mirage Hagiri. I think that's how you say it. She has amazing artwork. I mean, she looks just incredible. The artwork on this card is amazing. Black Mirage Hagiri. It's a normal unit, grade 1 boost, 7000 power, 1 critical, 5000 shield, Angel Feather, Angel. The flavor text has not been translated, but the effect is Rescue 2. Act RC 1 turn, Generation Break. Counterblast 1, rest this unit. If the number of cards in your damage zone is 5, choose 2 cards from your damage zone, heal them. Choose one of your vanguards and deal 2 damage. Perform damage check. Triggers will also be activated. So what do I think about this card? Well, it is a Rescue 2, but it is a Generation Break 1, and you have to Counterblast 1, and you have to rest this unit. So you have to do a lot of stuff, I feel, to basically get the effect. And if the number of cards in your damage zone is 5, choose 2 cards from your damage zone and heal them, and you can heal them, of course, and then you choose one of your vanguards and heal them, and then you deal 2 damage to them. So, what do I think about this card? I think it's okay. I feel like the artwork is amazing. I think the effect is okay. I don't think it's amazing, just because it has to be Generation Break 1. You have to Counterblast 1. You have to rest this unit, and you need to have 5 damage in your damage zone to basically be able to choose 2 of them and heal them, and then you can. If you could do this any time in the whole duel or in the whole battle, I feel like this card would be a lot better. But you can only do it when the number of cards in your damage zone is 5. And then you have to rest it, you have to Counterblast, and you have to Generation Break 1. I think you have to jump too many hoops to actually only heal 2 damage, and then you take 2 damage. So I feel like for this ability, it's too many hoops to jump through. But I like the artwork. That's what I like about it. I want to see if the card can work out. I mean, maybe you want to run a 1 of, maybe 2 of. I don't really think you want to run 4 of it, but yeah, maybe 2 of. I would probably run 2 of this, maybe. I mean, I don't know. But what do you think about this card? And let's go to the next one. And the next card is Absorb Celestial Baharaya. She looks incredible. The art from this card is amazing. She has a vacuum cleaner she's using as a weapon. I love this card so much. It looks really incredible. Absorb Celestial Baharaya, normal unit, grade 1 boost, 7000 power, 1 critical, 5000 shield, Angel Feather, Angel. Will secure the surgical operating field. Okay, that's the flavor text. The card effect is Auto Damage Zone Soul Blast 1 with Celestial in its card name. Put this face-up card into your drop zone. At the beginning of your right phase, if you have a Vanguard with Celestial in its card name, you may pay the cost. And if you do, put the top card from your deck into your damage zone, face up. Choose one of your Vanguards, and until at the end of turn, it gets Contra VC. While you are paying the cost for a stride, all of your cards in your hand gets grade +2. I love this card. Just artwork wise, it looks incredible. I mean, just artwork, she's using a vacuum cleaner as a weapon. Amazing. But the effect is pretty good, because if she's in the damage zone, you can Soul Blast 1 card with Celestial in its card name, and then you can put this card into your drop zone at the beginning of your right phase. And if you have a Vanguard with Celestial in its card name, and if you do, you put the top card from your deck into your damage zone face up, and then you choose one of your Vanguards, and until the end of turn it gets Contra VC. While you're paying the cost for a stride, all your cards in your hand gets grade +2. So all cards in your hand becomes a higher grade. This is really good because, I mean, if you want to pay the cost for a stride, I feel like this is, if you want to stride during your turn, will help out a lot, in my opinion. I mean, this card will help you out to be able to go for strides more often. And it's really good to get this card into your damage zone. So, I really like this card. I do like this card a lot. I think just the whole, while you're paying the cost for a stride, all of your cards in your hand gets grade +2. I think that's just the best part about the effect, because say that you have like maybe a grade 1 in your hand, and you have this card in your damage zone, and you use this card's effect from the damage zone, that grade 1 will become a grade 3, and you can go for a stride. I think that's just amazing. I think that this card can enable you to stride more often in Celestials. I like this card. I like this card a lot. I think this card has a lot of potential. But please tell me what you think about this card, and let's go to the next one. And the next card is Excellence Celestial Jophiel. The artwork on this card is amazing. The artwork just looks incredible. If you've seen the artwork on this card, it's really, really good. I mean, it's just amazing. Excellence Celestial Jophiel. Amazing artwork. Normal unit, grade 3, twin drive, 11,000 power, 1 critical, angel feather, angel. This card has a flavor text that says, as it is impossible for my surgery to fail. Okay, pretty sweet flavor text. And the card effect is auto. When this unit is placed in RC from your damage zone, okay. If you have Vanguard with Celestial in its card name, this unit gets power plus 3,000 till the end of turn. So as long as you have a Celestial Vanguard and this card is placed to RC from damage zone, you get plus 3k. So it becomes a 14k attacker. That's not bad. The first effect is really good. Act Damage Zone. Counterblast 1. If you have a Vanguard with Celestial in its card name and a card in your damage zone with the same card name as your card in VC, you may call this card to an open RC from face up. If you do called, put the top card from your deck into your damage zone face up. Name of heart cards is included. I love this card. I really do. I think this card has a lot of potential. First of all, Excellent Celestial Jophiel. Amazing name, amazing artwork, really good stats. This card gains 3,000 attack when it's called from RC. Called from your damage zone to RC, it gets 3k. As long as you have a Celestial Vanguard. Amazing. And the damage zone ability is really good. You just counterblast 1, and if you have a Vanguard with Celestial in its card name, and a card in your damage zone with the same card name as the card on VC, you may call this card from you may call this card to open RC from face up. If called, you put the top card of your deck to the damage zone face up. So you can actually call this from your damage zone, and I like that. I like that you can actually. She actually utilizes her second ability helps her utilize the first ability, which I really like. That she has kind of makes herself work well, I guess. I mean, I don't know if I want to run this, but I definitely want to. I definitely want to run it. I mean, it's an amazing card. The artwork on this card is really good. I think the second effect really works well with the first effect. As long as you have a Celestial Vanguard, this card can be really good. And you can get a 14k on the field pretty easily. As long as this card is in your damage zone, of course. But what do you think about this card? Do you think this card is good? Do you think it's bad? I think this card is really, really good. And I might want to build a deck around it. I'm just saying, I might want to build a deck around it. Let's go to the next card. And the next card is Battle Siren Yanka. The art from this card is amazing. I love the art from this card. It looks really incredible. I'm definitely going to get a playset of this card. It looks really, really sweet. Battle Siren Yanka. Normal unit, grade 2, intercept, 9,000 power, 1 critical, 5,000 shield, Aqua Force Mermaid. The flavor text is, the wave of Shorus will become the wing of the storm and swallow the enemy. Pretty sweet. Auto RC Generation Break 1, Wave 3, Wave 3rd time or more, okay? Active during the specified battle of each turn, okay? Soul Blast 1, when this unit attacks a Vanguard, if you have Vanguard with Tavas in its card name, you may pay the cost, and if you do, for each of your other units with the Wave ability, this unit gets power plus 4,000 until the end of battle. I kind of like this card. I mean, it's already a 9k, so that's pretty good. And if you have Wave 3rd or more, you can basically Soul Blast 1, and if you have a Vanguard Tavas in this card name, you can pay that cost. And if you do, for each unit with the Wave ability, this unit gets power plus 4k. Power plus 4k until the end of battle. So this card can be kind of powerful. I would definitely consider running this in Aqua Force. I mean, as long as you have 2 cards with the Wave ability, I mean, that becomes 8k. So, I mean, say that you have 2 Battle Siren Yankas on the field, 1 on each side. Isn't that like, doesn't that become 8k? I don't know if it includes themselves. I mean, they do have the Wave ability, so I guess they could include themselves. I don't know for sure if they do that, but at least they get 4k each, so that becomes 13k. So that becomes kind of powerful. So I would definitely consider running this card if I was playing Aquaforce, because I think this card has a lot of potential. Specifically because of how easy it is to probably get this. I mean, it's only Generation Break 1, it's only Wave 3rd or time or more, so it's not necessarily the hardest thing to get. And you only have to Soul Blast 1 and have a Tava's Vanguard. That's all you have to have. And then for each unit with the wave ability, it gets 4k. Pretty simple. I like this card. I think this card is really good. But please tell me what you think about this card, and let's go to the next one. And the next card is Dragdriver Luard. I think that's how you say it. I don't know, but I think that's how you say it. She has amazing artwork though. I mean, she looks ready for battle. I mean, I love the art from this card. It looks really amazing. I mean, if you've seen the artwork, which you probably will because it will be in the background of this video, she looks incredible. I'm just gonna say that. It looks really, really cool. Dragdriver Luard. Normal unit, grade 1, boost, 6000 power, 1 critical, 0 shield, Shadow Paladin human. Her flavor text is, I will protect you even many times. I will protect you even many times. It doesn't sound right to me. I will protect you even many times. It doesn't sound right to me. It's a Sentinel auto. Choose a card from your hand and discard it. When this unit is placed in GC from your hand, you may pay the cost, and if you do, choose up to one of your vanguards that are being attacked, and that unit cannot be hit until the end of battle. So, your normal perfect card. It also has Act Drop Zone Generation Break 1 Ritual 3. Choose one of your rear guards and retire it. Choose one of your other cards, a card named Dragdriver Luard from your drop zone, and put it to the bottom of your deck. Return this card to your hand. Wow, this card looks really, really good. I mean, it has a drop zone effect, Generation Break 1, Ritual 3. Listen to this. This is insane. Choose one of your rear guards and retire it. Okay. Choose one other card named Dragdriver Luard from your drop zone and put it to the bottom of your deck. Return this card to your hand. I like this card a lot. I mean, this might be an expensive card when it comes out. I have to pick up 4 copies of this card as soon as possible. Because basically what I get from this, and this might just be me, but you only have to retire 1 rear guard. That's not very expensive. Then you choose another card named Dragdriver Luard from your drop zone. And then you put it to the bottom of your deck, and then you return this card to your hand. I mean, to me that sounds pretty broken. I don't know. I mean, if you have Ritual 3, that sounds really good to me. I don't know. Like, this sounds really like... This card goes back to your hand, so your perfect card goes back to your hand, and your perfect card goes back to your deck. That sounds really good to me. I mean, that just sounds really good to me. I might misunderstand the effect, but to me it just sounds like you retire 1 rear guard, then you choose another card named Dragdriver Luard from your drop zone, and you put it to the bottom of your deck, and then you return this card to your hand. That sounds to me like you can recycle the perfect cards, which could be really, really good. This card is a 10 out of 10 from me until I've seen something else that disproves my theory. If somebody disproves my theory, until that point, this is a 10 out of 10 perfect card. And it might be an expensive one because you can recycle your perfect cards, because as long as you have 1 in your graveyard or in your drop zone, you can return to the bottom of your deck, and then you return this card to your hand. I feel like that's really good. Is it just me, or is that really, really, really good? Please tell me what you think about it, and let's go to the next card. And the next card is Dark Dragon Plot Maker Dragon. I love that name, by the way. And the artwork on this card is amazing. It looks really cool and badass. Oh my god, it looks really badass. This is a G Guardian, so that's a pretty cool card. So, Dark Dragon Plot Maker Dragon. It's a G unit, grade 4, 15,000 shield, Shadow Paladin, Abyss Dragon. And its flavor text is, the black shield is to give substance to grief-filled fate. Well, that's pretty badass. And of course, you have to discard. Of course, a Yi Guardian works like this: usable when both fighters' vanguards are grade 3 or greater, and the number of face-up Yi Guardians in your Yi zone is 3 or less. And if the number of face-up Yi Guardians in your Yi zone is 3 or less, opponent's turn, guard step, choose a card with heal from your hand, discard it, call this card to Yi Z from face down. That's how you do it. This card has Ritual 3. And of course, we know what Ritual 3 is. This unit gets shield plus 10,000. So what can I say about this card? I'm not going to say much about it. It's really good. I mean, Ritual 3 is not hard to get in this deck. I feel like that's probably going to be really easy. At some point, you're probably going to have Ritual 3 very early. And it's not even Generation Break 1 or anything. No, it's GC Ritual 3. So if you have 3 or more grade 1s in your drop zone, you get plus 10k, so this becomes a 25k. Super easily. I love this card. I do really like this card. But please tell me what you think about this card, and let's go to the next one. And the next card is Black Devote Peleg. Or Phaleg? Phaleg? I think that's how you say it. Black Devote Phaleg. She looks incredible though. I mean, the art on this card is really great. And a 10 out of 10 artwork any day of the week. I think this card looks really, really good. Black Devote Peleg. A normal unit, grade 3, twin drive, 11,000 power, 1 critical, angel feather, angel. The flavor text has not been translated, but it has rescue 1, damage zone, generation break 1, counterblast 1. If this card is face up, call this card to RC. It gets power plus 2,000 until the end of turn. Put the top card from your deck into your damage zone face up. Choose a card from your damage zone, heal it. Choose one of your vanguards, deal damage. Perform damage check. Triggers will also be activated. So first part of this effect is pretty simple. You basically have a rescue 1 ability. So its ability in the damage zone is Generation Break 1 and you counterblast 1. If this card is face up, call this card to RC and it gets plus 2k until the end of turn. Put the top card of your deck to your damage zone face up, so that's pretty simple. Then you choose a card from your damage zone and you heal it, and then you perform, you deal damage to your vanguard, and of course performs the damage check. So as long as this is face up in your damage zone, you can call to RC, it gets plus 2k, and you put the top card of your deck to your damage zone, and then you basically just heal a damage and take a damage. So I like that. I like that simplicity. The other ability is Auto Soul Blast 1. Put this card into your damage zone face up. When this card is discarded from your hand for the cost of a stride, if you have a vanguard with the rescue ability, you may pay the cost, and if you do, choose a card from your damage zone and heal it. So what I like about this card is, once again, the second ability works really well with the first ability. Because you Soul Blast 1, then you put this card into your damage zone face up. When this card is discarded from your hand for the cost of a stride, and if you have a vanguard with the rescue ability, you pay the cost and then you basically choose a card from your damage zone and heal it. So say that you have 4 damage. You put this card into your damage zone, then you heal that damage, and you get this card into your damage zone. Then you use the other ability from damage zone by counterblasting 1. And if this card is face up, call this card to RC and it gets power plus 2,000. And then of course you put a card from the top of your deck to the damage zone, and then you heal a damage and you take a damage and it gets all rescue. I feel like this card is really, really good. I mean, for a rescue deck, I definitely want to try it out. I mean, I feel like this has a lot of combo plays. I mean, just say that you pay the cost of a stride. And then you stride and this card goes into your damage zone. Then you basically, and then of course you heal a damage, so you don't, because this card goes into your damage zone, you can heal a damage. And then use this other ability by counterblasting 1 and calling this to RC from your damage zone. And then of course you put the top card of the deck into the damage zone, and then take a damage, and then you heal a damage. So it's pretty simple like that. I think this card has a lot of combo plays, and I feel like with the rescue ability, I think that Black Devote Peleg has a lot of playability. But please tell me what you think about this card, and let's go to the next one. And the next card is Holy Celestial Anaphiel. This card has amazing artwork. I'm just gonna say it. Holy Celestial Anafiel, amazing artwork. Really, really amazing artwork. It's a G unit, grade 4, triple drive, 50,000 plus, 1 critical Angel Feather Angel. And the flavor text of this card is State of the Art Cutting Edge Drastic Remedy. State of the Art Cutting Edge Drastic Remedy. Pretty sweet flavor text actually. I love the flavor text. I do love the artwork. It's just amazing. It just looks really cool to me. And of course, this card has the effect Contra VC. If you have a heart card with Celestial in its card name, this unit gets Act VC 1 turn. Choose one of your rear guards with Celestial in its card name and put it into your damage zone face up. Choose a card from your damage zone and call it to RC. Choose up to 3 of your units and for each face up card in your damage zone with the same name as the chosen units, all of your units with Celestial in its card name gets power plus 3,000 until the end of turn. This is a card that really has a lot of combo plays again. I mean, I'm just gonna say it. If you have a heart card with Celestial in its card name, this unit gets a really powerful ability. And the ability is basically, you have Act VC 1 turn, choose a card from your rear, choose one of your rear guards with Celestial in its card name and put it into your damage zone, face up. Choose a card from your damage zone and call it to RC. Choose up to 3 of your units and for each face up card in your damage zone with the same card name as the chosen units, all of your units with Celestial in its card name gets plus 3k until the end of turn. This can be really powerful. I mean, it all depends on how you play it. This depends on how you play it. I mean, if you play this card right, you can get insanely high attack. I'm just saying this. Like, this is a really good stride. I mean, a 10 out of 10 in my opinion. The name, the artwork, and the effect to me is a 10 out of 10. I will definitely pick up a playset of this because I think this card is really, really good. And I think this card has a lot of potential. For very little. I mean, you just have to have a heart card with Celestial in its card name. And then, of course, you have to choose one of your rear guards with Celestial in its card name and put it into your damage zone face up. And then you choose a card from your damage zone and call it to RC. That's all you have to do. And then you choose up to 3 units, and for each face up card in your damage zone with the same name as those chosen units, they get plus 3k. That's not hard. That's super easy. I feel like Celestials might actually get a power play here. This is really good in my opinion. Holy Celestial Anafiel is a 10 out of 10. I love this card. Really, really cool card. Please tell me what you think about it, and let's go to the next one. And the next card is Drag Wizard Morfessa. This is actually a really cool card. Amazing artwork as always. I love the artwork of this card. It looks really incredible. Drag Wizard Morfessa. This is a normal unit, grade 2, intercept, 9,000 power, 1 critical, 5,000 shield, Shadow Paladin, human. The flavor text of this card is, only those who know the pain of being seared may wield the fire of dragons. That's pretty sweet. Amazing flavor text. But this has Generation Break 1, Ritual 3. Active if there are 3 or more grade 1 cards in your drop zone. When this unit attacks a vanguard until the end of battle, this unit gets plus 5k. And Auto RC Counterblast 1. When this unit attack hits, you may pay the cost, and if you do, search your deck for up to 1 grade 1 card, call to RC and shuffle your deck. That's pretty damn awesome. And of course, Contra Drop Zone Generation Break 1. This card is grade -1. So why is that good? Well, this is a grade 2. So if this card gets grade -1 in Drop Zone, it becomes a grade 1. That's really good. So the last part in the Drop Zone effect, Generation Break 1, Drop Zone Generation Break 1, this card gets grade -1, is really, really important, because I feel like this card you have to run 4 copies of. I mean, this card is just insane. And of course you have the whole ability with Ritual 3. When this unit attacks a vanguard until the end of battle, this unit gets plus 5k. So it becomes basically 14k, 14,000 attack. That's pretty much what it gets. And it gets the ability to Counterblast 1. When this attack hits the Vanguard, you pay that cost. So only if it hits. So if it doesn't hit, you don't have to pay the cost. But if it hits, you can pay by Counterblasting 1. And if you do, you search your deck for up to 1 grade 1 and call it to RC. And shuffle your deck. I mean, why is that not even... Why is this card not good? I mean, this card you have to run 4 copies of. I don't see why you wouldn't. I mean, just to get 5k for just attacking a Vanguard as long as you have Ritual 3. If you have Ritual 3, you get plus 5k when you attack a Vanguard. And if this card is in your drop zone, it gets grade -1, which is really good because it becomes a grade 1 in your drop zone. And if you Counterblast 1 when this unit's attack hits, and you have to pay the cost when it hits, so if it doesn't hit, you don't have to pay the cost. You search your deck for up to 1 grade 1 card and call it to RC and shuffle your deck. This card is a 10 out of 10 from me. You have to run 4 copies in a Ritual deck. I have nothing to say about it. This card is really good. So please tell me what you think about this card, and let's go to the next one. And the next card is the boss monster Dragdriver Luard. Dragdriver Luard. Amazing name. The artwork on this card is really cool. I love the artwork. It looks really incredible. He looks so menacing and badass. Like he just looks like he's ready for battle, ready to kill someone. That's Dragdriver Luard for you. It's a Yi unit, grade 4, triple drive, 15,000 plus, 1 critical, Shadow Paladin Elf. And the flavor text is, I will show you that I can even surpass the sky. Well, that's pretty sweet. And the ability is, Auto VC Ritual 3. Soul Blast 1, choose a face down card from your Yi zone and turn it face up, so you can turn anything face up. You don't have to turn another copy of him face up, so you can turn anything face up. Choose a face down card from your Yi zone and turn it face up. When this unit is placed on VC, you may pay the cost, and if you do, search your deck for up to the same number of grade 1 cards as the number of face-up cards named Dragdriver Luard in your Yi zone, and call them to separate RCs. Shuffle your deck, and those units gets power plus 1000 for each grade 1 card in your drop zone until the end of turn. So okay, this card is really fun. I mean, this kind of card can be really funny to play with. And I'm gonna say why. You only have to Soul Blast 1, so that's not very expensive. Then you choose a face down card from your Yi zone and turn it face up. You don't have to choose a Dragdriver Luard to do so, but you probably will do it because you want Dragdriver Luard to come to the field. You want to flip another copy of Dragdriver Luard face up. I feel like that's the best option you have. You don't have to do it, but you probably want to do it because it's the best part about the effect. You know, the rest of the effect will be dependent on how many face-up copies you have of Dragdriver Luard in your Yi zone. So you probably want to flip another copy face-up. I'm just saying, you don't have to, but you want to. When this unit is placed on VC, you may pay that cost, of course. And if you do, you search your deck for up to the same number of grade 1 cards as the number of face-up cards named Dragdriver Luard. So say that you do this during your first stride. Then you can basically search out 2 grade 1, 1 grade 1, because you have 1 face-up, so you can search out 1 grade 1. During your second, you can search up 3. So that's pretty cool. And then depending on how you flip them up, you can probably do 2 and 3. So, I mean, it depends on how you do play this card. But you do, and it depends on how you play it. You may pay the cost, and if you do, you search the deck for up to the same number of grade 1 cards as the number of face-up cards named Dragdriver Luard in your Yi zone, and call them separate RCs, shuffle your deck. Those unit gets plus 1000 for each grade 1 card in your drop zone until the end of turn. So, the more grade 1s you have in your drop zone, the more powerful your grade 1s that you call with the ability will be. I kind of like this. I kind of like to see where this is going to go. I mean, personally, if you have like 3 Dragdriver Luard face up in your Yi zone, you can call 3 grade 1s. That's pretty sweet. If you have 2 face up, you can call 2. And if you have 1, you can call 1. So, but it gets plus 1000 for each grade 1 in your drop zone until the end of turn. So say that you have like 6 grade 1s in your drop zone, that's 6k to all your units, and that's kind of interesting to me. So I do wonder how playable, how good this card will be. I mean, it's really hard to tell right now how good Dragdriver Luard will be, but it's a good beginning. I would say this is a really good start. I mean, we don't know how good this card will be in the end. I mean, it is pretty cool, and it is pretty cheap. You only have to Soul Blast 1, and then you choose any copy of in your Yi zone and turn it face up. You probably want to choose a Dragdriver Luard because that's the best option. And then you start grade 1s depending on how many Dragdriver Luards you have face up, and they get plus 1000 for each grade 1 in your drop zone until the end of turn. I feel like this card has a lot of potential. I don't know how much right now, but for being a beginning, this can be really powerful. Please tell me what you think about this card, and let's go to the last one. And the last card we're gonna talk about in this video is Holy Seraph Altiel. Holy Seraph Altiel. Amazing artwork on this card, by the way. I really enjoy this artwork. It looks really incredible. She looks so badass. She looks ready for a fight. She looks ready to win. She looks ready to do anything. Holy Seraph Altiel. G unit, grade 4, triple drive, 15,000 plus, 1 critical, angel feather, angel. Her flavor text is, the angel's light shines even into the past, trapped in darkness. So pretty sweet flavor text as well. And the effect is, Act VC Generation Break 3, Counterblast 1. All of the units in the front row get power plus 2000 until the end of turn. So I do like that the first Generation Break 3 ability is just Counterblasting 1, and all of the units in the front row gets plus 2k until the end of turn. I think that's pretty sweet. And it has Rescue Auto, Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1. Choose a face down card from a Yi zone and turn it face up. So you don't have to turn another copy of her face up. You can turn whatever copy you want face up. So that's pretty cool. When this unit is placed on VC, you may pay the cost, and if you do, choose up to the same number of cards from your damage zone as a number of face-up cards named Holy Seraph Altiel in your Yi zone. Heal them. Choose one of your vanguards and deal damage for each card healed with this effect. Perform damage check. Triggers will also be activated. I love this card. I think Holy Seraph Altiel is amazing. I mean, this card is really, really powerful in my opinion. The first ability is Generation Break 3. So you want to probably stride this a little bit later in the game. And then you just Counterblast 1 and all of your units in the front row gets plus 2k. So you can give 2k to all your units in the front row for 1 Counterblast. Not bad. It is Generation Break 3, so you have to do it a little bit later in the duel or in the battle. But it works. The rescue ability is Counterblast 1 and Soul Blast 1. And then of course you probably want to choose another copy of Holy Seraph Altiel and turn it face up, because you want as many of Holy Seraph Altiel face up, because you're gonna see why. Like Dragdriver Luard, you want to do the same thing here. You want to flip another copy of Holy Seraph Altiel to gain more benefits for the rest of the effect. So even though you can flip any card face up in your Yi zone, you probably want to turn another copy of Holy Seraph Altiel face up just to get the best bonuses. When this unit is placed in VC, you may pay that cost, of course, and if you do, you choose the same number of cards from your damage zone as the number of face-up cards named Holy Seraph Altiel in your Yi zone and heal them. And then, of course, you choose one of your vanguards and deal damage for each card healed with this effect. So if you heal one card, you heal a damage, you take a damage. It's the same thing that Rescue always does. I like the Rescue mechanic. I think it's pretty interesting. But like I said, you probably want to flip another copy of Holy Seraph Altiel face up. Even though you can't flip anything else face up, you probably want to do that. Because the more copies you flip face up, the more bonus you get from the effect. And I feel like you can heal up to 3. I feel like 3 damage is the most you can heal. So that's pretty sweet in my opinion. I think this card has a lot of potential. I mean, in a rescue build, I think this card can have a lot of playability. I think the artwork's amazing. 10 out of 10 there. I mean, Holy Seraph Altiel's effect is really good as well. I mean, I think that this card is really powerful. Just the first one where you can get 2k to the front row for Generation Break 3 and Counterblast. 2k, that's super good for the front row. And then second ability, you can heal and take damage depending on how many face-up Holy Seraph Altiel you have in your Yi-zone. That's pretty damn cool as well. So, what do you think about all the cards? This is the last card in this set that I will review. So I will not review any more cards. This is all the cards I found interesting in this set. And you can tell me in the comment section down below if you had other cards you liked or other cards you wanted me to look at. This is just the cards I feel the most interested in talking about. I felt more interest. Like, I want to talk about these cards. These were the cards I wanted to talk about because these cards are probably the cards I want to pick up. So I just want to talk about the cards I want to pick up. So pretty much that's it. But if you have other cards you like, please tell me in the comment section down below. And yeah, as always, comment, like, and subscribe. And see you next time.